Hey everybody, I'm David, and today I want to do a video talking about some news that came out that some nurses have accused Stan Lee at sexual misconduct or sexual allegations against him, that he has made inappropriate comments or moves on them. And maybe I'm not the best person to talk about this, but I am seeing some things online of people asking themselves now, because of the Stan Lee situation, should we boycott Black Panther and any other future Marvel films? And going into that, I want to say no. Here is why. First of all, I want to say that if this is true, I am definitely standing with the women who are saying that they are accused. I think more men need to step up and say that they stand with the women accused, or who are accusing Stan Lee of this situation. Because even if we don't know if it's true yet, stand with them for now. Because we need to support people that are saying this until Stan Lee is proven innocent. Right now, we need to support these women. But until then, we don't know. I know a lot of people might say innocent until proven guilty. Yes, but because his lawyer did come out and say that this is false. But you know what? Any lawyer would do that for their client. Almost any lawyer would most likely come out and say, yeah, this is false. So we don't know for sure. One is saying it's false. The other is saying it's not false. So we're going to leave it at that. And when situations like this happen, there tends to be a growing amount of people that start to come out slowly. So give it a few more days, and we'll see if more people start coming out of the woodwork and claiming that Stan Lee has also sexually harassed them in some way or another. So now let me get into why we should not boycott these Marvel movies. For starters, the biggest thing is that these Marvel movies are not made by Stan Lee. Stan Lee actually does nothing in regard to these movies. Yeah, he gets a paycheck, he gets royalties because he created the characters in the comics. I'm not sure if he created Black Panther. I know Jack Kirby did. I'm not sure if Stan Lee, he might have been part of Black Panther to some degree. I don't want to say anything for sure. I don't know my comic book knowledge on Black Panther too well, but I did hear Jack Kirby did. So yeah, he does get some sort of royalty fees out of it. But let's remember, the movies he has nothing to do with. His name is up there as producer. If they want to, if Marvel and Disney really want to, they can take his name down. That's it. You're no longer producer on these films. So you're not getting a check as producer anymore. Secondly, they'll probably cut out any cameos they might have had planned for the movie, and his cameos are very easy to cut out. You watch any of the Marvel films; none of them have anything to do with the story, so they're easily dispensable if need be. Thirdly, I think that was my second, right? Third, a lot of people work on these movies, not just Stan Lee. Like I said, Stan Lee does nothing concerning work on these films. There are a lot of other people who actually do the hard work on these movies, and the director, the actors, the set designers, the writers of the film, the screenplay, the composers, the extras, even anybody that works on this movie behind the scenes and in front of the camera. They are the ones that are actually doing the hard work. And if you're boycotting the film because of a man who didn't do anything on it, then you're just making the people who worked hard on this film suffer. and not this man. This man doesn't care if the movie bombs or fails because he's getting a paycheck either way because it's characters that he created. The only way that will work, your plan will work, is if Disney and Marvel decide to stop making Marvel movies. But then you're going to put a lot of people out of business, a lot of people out of jobs. So it's a tough scenario, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that's just the way the business works. So boycotting anything Marvel is not, and that includes the Fox stuff like the X-Men and Fantastic Four, or the Sony stuff with Venom and Spider-Man, all that stuff. Stan Lee's on, usually his name is on all of them as executive producer. So if anything, if this is true, they'll just take his name out, and he just won't get producer credit, and he won't get paid as a producer. But royalties is going to happen either way, because unfortunately he created 95% of the Marvel characters. I mean, those are some big iconic characters in there, and there's no way business wise that Disney and Marvel are going to stop making those characters. They want to make those characters. So there's advantages and disadvantages to all of this. Once again, I should stressly point this out. If Stan Lee is found guilty, because his lawyer apparently is claiming that this is all false, and it very well could be. But right now, we need to support the women who are saying these allegations and stand by them until Stan Lee is proven innocent. That's just the way it has to go. With that being said, guys, I want you to comment below, because, all this mistreating of women, and I should also point out mistreating of men. There are men out there who also are sexually harassed on a daily basis. The men, we don't hear about it as much as women. But I know they're out there. I know. So comment below and tell me what you think of all this. Do you think we should boycott Marvel movies? Are some of these people saying that, yeah, we should totally do this? Because guess what? This is why I don't hold celebrities to high regards. I always look at celebrities as our equals, that they're just people that are in a working class job, doing things that we enjoy watching. There's some people that put celebrities on a higher pedestal, and I don't like that when they do that. Not just as a religious thing, and I think that's wrong, but also because they're just people like you and me at the end of the day. They're people doing a job, and they do mistakes like we all do. They do stupid shit like we all do. They are nothing special. Yeah, they created things that we enjoy, but that's about it. I mean, you have the power to create something cool like Spider-Man as well, if you really put your mind to it. And that's what frustrates me. It's like people think that only Stan Lee can come up with these things. No, he just came up with it before you because he was born a long time ago. But if you were born before Stan Lee, I'm sure you could have thought of something similar or cool also, if you just put your mind to it. We can all create these kind of things. But now that they're created, it leaves you to create something different and new and fresh. There's always new talent, whether it's in the comic book industry or in the movie industry or in the television industry, in the music industry, where you see fresh new faces creating new, fresh material each day. Just look out there at some of the original work, whether it's from Darren Aronofsky or from Christopher Nolan. Steven Spielberg creates original content, and he's still making original content. Sometimes he doesn't do original content. Sometimes he likes to go back and look at real events or movies based off books. So we're getting a mix of a lot of things. Not everything is unoriginal, and sometimes even the unoriginal things can be created in an original way. Just look at Star Wars The Last Jedi, which is pissing a lot of hardcore fans off because of its different approach to the franchise, which in some ways it's what needed to be done. So with that being said, just remember never to put these celebrities on a pedestal. They are not special. Anybody, any of them can do mistakes. And, me too. I can do stupid shit. I probably have. Who knows? So I hope nobody, whether it's a YouTube star, whatever, never put those people above you. They are your equal, and that's how we should be looking at each other, as equals. It doesn't matter who's rich, who's poor. It doesn't matter. We are all equals in this society. We all do stupid shit, and we all do good shit too. So let's try to do more good shit instead of bad shit. And when it comes to supporting and non-supporting, I think I already touched on all of that. So comment below. Tell me, guys, what you think of all this. And until next time, take care.